Drawing 1-2. Today we're going to start the ink landscape drawings. So you're going to be using pen, ballpoint pen. You will need a pencil, an eraser. You're going to do some practice first. Your final drawing paper. There are handouts that show you past student work, so you can kind of see how other students have solved this problem. And you're going to be using photographs that I actually took. Some of them are from Paris and Italy and England, and then a few from Arizona, and then a bunch from Maui, Hawaii. You will use them, you will return them because they are mine. But the first thing that you're going to do is you're going to do a practice using pen, and attached here you will see the solution so that you know how to do it. Hatching, cross-hatching, stippling, your choice, and squircling, and there's examples. And then practice doing shapes, so now you're getting the three-dimensional look. And then it kind of shows you how to do it here. So the first thing that you're going to do, before anything, is you're going to practice. Now, you're going to use your pen, and where it says hatching, remember, hatching lines are lines that are set together. They're parallel to each other. The closer they are, the darker. The further they get, the lighter they will appear. Okay, so you're going to practice that, and you can see that in this example. Cross-hatching is when your lines go one direction and then cross over the other direction. And again, the tighter they cross over and are to each other, the darker the value will appear. The more spread out they get, the lighter the value will appear. And you can see that here. Stippling, this is going to take you a while. And yes, it's going to kind of sound like rain in here when everyone's doing it. Those are the dots. The closer the dots are together, the lighter or the darker it will look. The more spread out they get, the lighter. Again, that's here. Your choice, you can do however you want, but remember it's pen, they don't blend. So whatever lines or marks that you make, they have to be close together to be dark and further apart to be light. And then squircling are those squiggles and scribbles kind of coming together. So it's basically scribbling close and then spreading out to get light. And you can see those examples here, because this is just kind of getting us used to using pen, how it looks, how to create values with it. Same thing here. Hatching, pick whichever where you think the light will come from. If my dark is going to be up front, then my side won't be as dark. My top would probably be light. Here, you know, if my dark is over on this side, the parallel lines would be like this. And then they kind of spread out as it curves. And then the same thing here. You know, if it's dark on one side, it's going to be kind of lighter on the other. Cross-hatching, same thing. If my front is really dark, then my side won't be. So you're going to just kind of do a practice to kind of get used to using the pen, figuring out how to create the values, how to make the objects look rounded, that kind of thing. So that's your first practice. The ink landscape drawing. My job for this project is to create a landscape drawing based on a black and white photograph, one that you're going to choose, using black pen. By the end of the project, I will have created a tonal, meaning shading, value, light to dark, landscape drawing while using perspective, a foreground, middle ground, and background. And the shading techniques, hatching, cross-hatching, squircling, and stippling, and then the one of your choice from the practice. Remember, helpful hints, that as the land the land, whatever land you're doing, whatever landscape you're doing, as it moves away from the viewer, it actually goes higher on the picture plane. So if we start down here, this is the foreground, closest to the viewer. As it goes up the picture plane, this is your picture plane, the paper, it gets further away, okay? Remember to include perspective. Make sure all the details from the original image, from the original picture are included. Remember all 10 values. Okay, step 1, you're going to make sure that you write your name on the back. Pause.